Oh no. Hello and welcome to How to Helen, where you learn something different every day. In this episode, we will be replacing the taillights for this 2009 Porsche Cayman. Now, unfortunately for me, someone hit the car while it was parked on the curb. An OEM taillight costs around $500 on each side. So when I saw this aftermarket for $500 for both sides, I decided, why not? I just hope that they are the same quality as the OEM taillights and they do not cause any errors on the dash. Now, if you're planning on doing this, make sure that you know your vehicle designation number because older Caymans have 987 and 987.1 designation. This one is a mid-refresh, so it's a 987.2. And the newer models are 981 and 718. And the taillights are not interchangeable. So make sure you know what your car designation and which taillights fits your vehicle. The taillights are held up by nuts that are located inside the trunk. So we gotta go through the trunk. So open your trunk and we need to access it from this area. So from here, you have to go to the trunk, to the corner to access the taillights. Now the taillights is protected by this plastic cover with a twist lock. So you have to turn the twist lock 1/4 counterclockwise to release. Then you can pull the whole plastic cover. At the back of the taillights, we need to remove three 8mm nuts. Here's one, there's two, and one's right there just behind the socket, which you can't see right now, but I'm gonna move the camera later so you can see it when we're removing that one. So let's start with this one. 8mm socket and wrench. And oh, it's easy. Right, that's one. Do the next one. And I recommend a pass-through wrench so it would be easier to remove. Don't drop the nut. There's two. All right, let me move the camera so you can see the third nut. Okay, let's try and remove that one. Okay, it's loose. Don't drop the nut. Yay! With the nuts removed, we can now take out the taillight. So start by pushing from the inside on the threads to push out the taillight and wiggle it out. Just be careful. And there you go. Now with the connector, let me move it closer. Now here's the wiring harness for the taillight. To remove it, you need to pull the locking tab backwards or away from the taillight and you will hear a snap when it releases. There you go. And now it should pull away. Now, because this is aftermarket, we're not really 100% sure that all the functionality works. So let's plug it in first and test it before we permanently put it in. So connect the wiring harness, then just put it in for now. Let's just make sure that it doesn't fall out by accident. Doesn't look that bad. All right, let me turn on the car and we'll see if everything works. Reverse. Alright, everything seems to work. Doesn't look bad. Now since I have the taillight out anyway, I'm gonna do some touch up on those parts where the paint was chipped from the accident. I'm just gonna fast forward to it, but I'm gonna do it right now since we have everything out. I'm just gonna do a quick touch up on the paint chips on the bumper that was caused by the accident since I have everything out anyway. I guess while we are waiting for the paint to dry, we can do the other side. So here's the back side of the other side of the taillight. Twist lock, turn 1/4 counterclockwise, then pull. There's 1, 2, and 3 nuts. Socket and wrench. Just behind the wiring harness. Okay, don't drop it. Slowly. There you go. And one more. Don't drop it. Yay. Now let's pull out the taillight. Pulling out the taillight. One hand from the inside, pushing out. Careful. Then for some reason the wiring harness on this one is shorter, so pull the locking tab backwards. There you hear the snap and release. Just a quick clean for now. I will clean this later off camera. Okay, new taillight. Connect the wiring harness. Gently slide in the new taillight. Insert the nuts on the threads. Tighten the nuts snug. One side done.
Yes! Yes!
Don't forget to put back the back plastic cover. Turn the lock twist 1/4 clockwise. and it's locked in position. Now with the touch of paint dried, looks like it blended well. Let's install the new taillight. Start with connecting the wiring harness. Now slide in the new taillight. Just be gentle. There you go. Now let's put in the nuts. Now putting in the nuts. I know it's hard to see the threads, but I promise you it's there. Next, tighten it snug, but not too tight as this is plastic and you don't want to over tighten and it will break. Now reinstall the taillight back over. And make sure that the twist lock goes into the hole. With it in the hole, twist 1/4 clockwise to lock. And there you go, we're done. And again, because these are aftermarket taillights, make sure that all the functionality is working and that you don't get any errors on the dash. And that is how to replace the taillights on this 2009 Porsche Cayman. This has been another episode of How to Helen. My name's Jeff, and thank you for watching.